Ladies, stop with the habit of wearing your ugliest clothes just because you are home. Instead, I want you to look like this. My dear elegant ladies, welcome back to another video. Today I have a highly requested video for you. I know you want to know how to look elegant at home, and considering that we are now quarantine ladies, this video is quite suitable. First things first, ladies, I want you to go to your wardrobe after this video, and I want you to throw away everything with holes, everything that's worn out, everything that you bought in places like H&M and then worn for about 10 years. Everything where colors are washed out, everything that's old, nasty looking, everything that looks very juvenile. Go, take it by the hairs and just throw it away right now. Not right now, after the video. We are elegant ladies, we're grown-up ladies, we do not wear any cartoon characters on our home clothes, we don't wear sweatpants, we don't wear Mickey Mouse, we don't wear Betty Boop or Snoopy. We dress like adults. And adults don't wear worn-out, ugly-looking clothes. Adults take responsibility for their appearance and they make an effort. I want you to also ask yourself a very important question. How much time do you spend at home? Are you one of those who, like me, work from home and you actually spend a lot of time at home? Or are you those with a more active lifestyle outside of your home, meaning that you only use your apartment or your house for sleeping mainly and maybe a few hours here and there? Why I'm asking you this is because this is what's going to make you understand how much money you should be investing in your home clothes. The more time you spend, the more money you should be spending on your clothes at home. It's funny how we have this thing in our head that we spend a lot of money on clothes that we go out in, like we can spend $1,000 on a dress, but we cannot spend $200 on a pair of really nice pajamas. Instead, we go to maybe some fast fashion shops, get something really cheap for like $10, and then we wear it year after year after year, even if they have holes. Brilliant! Every household has its own dress code, and you have to understand that there is no etiquette for what you should be wearing at home. Freely, if you want to wear your rags at home, you can do it. At home, etiquette is not strict. We create our own dress code. And depending on your household will have its own rules. Maybe if you are a big family, then you might have different dress code than somebody who just lives with their partner. A good example would be actually myself. I live with my partner, so we have a more relaxed dress code at home. I can easily lounge around in my pajamas, while if it's like after 8 o'clock at night. But in a different household, you wouldn't be wearing a pajama at all to lounge around in as a family. You might have a bigger family where actually more loungewear would be appropriate to wear when you're watching TV in the living room. So you need to understand what is appropriate for you and what is appropriate for your family. Set your own rules, but this video is really about you elevating how you treat yourself at home, even though it's behind closed doors, even if you live by yourself. I want you to step up your wardrobe one notch because you are going to feel more confident with yourself. You're going to feel much more feminine. That is probably the biggest plus of this whole video. And you're going to feel better with your whole self as a result. How do we feel when we just let ourselves go and don't look after ourselves? We don't feel good about ourselves. So that's why it's really important when you spend so many hours in your home that you actually feel proud of yourself, proud of how you look, and you like passing by the mirror and just like look at yourself a little extra time and feel, I look good, I feel good. This is how I want you to start living your life after this video. Ladies, I do have a free cheat sheet on how you can look expensive on any budget. Visit classycheatsheet.com and download this free cheat sheet because it's going to help you elevate your wardrobe to the next level. So I'm going to divide this in 4 parts. Now, the first part is about what you wear as loungewear and what you wear in what climate. The other part will be what you wear for nighttime when you go to sleep and for what climate. So what is loungewear? Loungewear is what we wear when we just lounge around the house. It could be things that we wear during daytime. As an example, if I'm working from home and maybe I want to feel comfortable, I would be wearing my loungewear. This is definitely my go-to outfit. I think it's cute. I think it's casual, not too dressed down, not too dressed up. Perfect. And you can actually even leave your home like this if you need to run a quick errand. Or like I said, if you are in a bigger household where you wouldn't be lounging around in the pajamas, you would be wearing something that is more like loungewear. One of the perks of living in a cold climate is actually the loungewear that you can wear. Because one of the nicest loungewear is to have like a really nice cashmere set. Oftentimes, if you want to look elegant and expensive even at home, they should always be matching. So you buy always things in a set. So a nice gray or camel cashmere set, definitely a good investment. Maybe you wear them with a nice pair of cashmere socks. In winter, even if you have central heating, you might want to wear long trousers, long sleeves, and maybe not so much shorts or dresses. However, you can wear longer dresses if they're knitted, and you can also have nice throwovers, like nice cardigans and such. I personally really like to wear palazzo trousers at home, and those actually work for both cold and warm climate. Ladies, this is one of my favorite outfits for casual lounging around at home. These trousers are made out of silky satin material. Actually, these were quite affordable. They came from River Island, and I bought them many years ago, and they still lasted. I think what's important to think about for loungewear in winter is that you can layer. You should definitely layer with like cardigans and longer fabrics. And you don't have to think that you have to wear bulky sweaters and thick materials. Not at all. You can layer many times with thinner wool or cashmere, or even fabrics like modal or viscose or jersey. You can see it's very light. It's almost see-through, but it's very comfortable when you wear it. Really lies nicely on the body. It's very like stretchy and jersey-like. This is definitely something cozy to wear at home, and you can spend hours and hours in this and just feel very comfortable. Ultimately, it's never that cold indoors, even if you don't have central heating. But the trick is to wear long sleeves. So what about in warm weather? Well, here we really have to think about the materials we're wearing. In warm weather, if you want to look elegant and expensive, then wearing something like linen, even though it gets a little bit wrinkly, but trust me, linen is a very sophisticated material that I really think everybody should own something in that material. Very comfortable, breathes light, will definitely handle warm weather. I have a beautiful linen dress that I'm eager to show you, and this is such a good example of how you can look feminine and chic even at home. It's still covering, it's still feminine, and this belt really makes it very feminine because you can actually show your silhouette even though this is a loose dress. You don't have to wear always trousers, you can actually wear a dress. And if you are in a warmer climate, definitely think about wearing dresses. They can be longer, they can be shorter, but dresses really make you feel feminine. As you can see, I am wearing a dress right now, and this is actually a dress that I bought in Bali. The fabric is so nice. Yes, I know it's black, it's not really my color, but when I go back to Bali, I will buy more. The material is really nice. It's like a jersey viscose material. It's very light, and I've worn this in 30 degrees heat, so I know that this material doesn't make you feel that hot. Same goes for when you wear silk, even though silk is a tricky material because it does get very wrinkly, but oh gosh, does it make you look elegant. I really think if you want to add that little luxurious flavor to yourself when you are at home, when you feel like you are $1 million, then definitely wear something with silk. Even if it's just a nice little cami top or a nice little skirt, treat yourself when you are home. Don't get lazy, don't get comfortable, don't put on the ugliest thing you own. I really don't know who invented or who programmed us to put on the worst clothes that we own at home. What is the logic of that? I really don't understand. Considering that if you are married or in a relationship and you live with your partner, if he sees you wearing your rags, no. Okay, this is a no-go. I would never, ever dress like this at home. Do you think that's going to elevate your relationship to the next level? I don't think so. On the contrary, it's going to kill it. So yes, you should be making an effort. In warm weather, you can also wear longer trousers. So I would focus on having maybe linen trousers, maybe modal trousers. But very, very light fabrics. Fabrics that breathe. Jersey again, viscose, that type of blends. I don't like cotton so much because I think it's easy to make cotton look washed out and not very expensive. I just think that there are other better fabrics, but if you like cotton, then go for cotton. So ladies, what should you wear for sleep? Again, you can lounge a little bit in your sleepwear. Let's say you're watching a movie before going to bed. I personally think it's absolutely fine, and that's what we do in our household. So I like to put on a really nice silk pajamas or a nice silk negligee with a beautiful matching robe on top. Ladies, here I'm wearing the matching set. The robe, the shorts, the camisole, and these lace details really help for the elegance. And of course the silk. I think definitely you should be wearing silk as much as possible because actually when you sleep, your body and your skin wrinkles a lot as you press your body on the surface. So it's really important to have silk as a material in between you and the surface because silk actually reduces the wrinkles on your body. That's why I use silk pillowcases as well when I sleep, because that will reduce wrinkles in my face. Yes, ladies, when you wake up in the morning, your silky pajamas will be all wrinkly. There are some silks that wrinkle less. But yes, as a common rule, you will get quite wrinkly. But you know what? If you have one of these, then you will be fine. You can just steam your clothes after you wear them or before. Or maybe you have your housekeeper who can do it for you. With silk, I would always say you can wear just something in full silk, or you can have a little bit of lace details. I think lace is very attractive and very feminine, and men like it a lot. If you don't like silk, then go for other fabrics that are more... You can definitely have cotton. As long as it's a matching set, then it looks good. But when you start mismatching, that's when you start risking it looking less elegant and expensive. So they're not total man repeller. They might be quite attractive if your partner likes it. I think it's important to actually ask your partner what he likes and doesn't like on you. Because if you're just wearing things that you think you like or you think he likes, you might never know, and you might put him off, and you know, that can definitely have an effect in your life and in your relationship. We don't only dress for ourselves, we also dress for attracting the opposite sex. Women are not sex objects just because we like to be attractive to our significant other. Mind you, we want them to be attractive too. So it's a two-way street. Now, I like pajamas a lot, and depending on your climate, you might be wearing different pajamas different times of the year. So if you are in a cold climate, you definitely want to sleep maybe in long sleeves and long trouser pajamas. But if I have exactly the same shorts, then this pajama can become a summer pajama. I just exchanged the trousers to these shorts. If you are in warm climate, then you might want to have shorter sleeves and maybe sleep in silk shorts instead of long pajama trousers. Ladies, I do recommend that you buy a pajama one size bigger than your original size. I have done the mistake of buying pajamas in my regular size, and it just is not as comfortable as one size bigger. And I think for pajamas, it's absolutely fine if it's a little bit oversized. Also for warm weather, definitely nice negligees, dresses, a little bit of lace detail, silk if possible. No, ladies, this is not a party dress. This is the things that you wear at home to feel feminine, to feel elegant, and to feel luxurious. And don't forget your robe. The robe is so important, and you should have multiple ones, not only one. You can take any long dress or robe and just wear it like a goddess at home. Gives you a lot of feminine energy and a lot of confidence. Have a robe that matches your pajamas. Maybe they come as a set. But you don't have to have a matching robe only. You can actually mix and match as long as they go somehow in the same color. Now, ladies, be honest with me in the comment section. What do you usually wear at home? And what are you going to invest in now? I want you to have a discussion there and encourage each other to upgrade your home wardrobe, because that wardrobe is one of the most important wardrobes you will have. Now, ladies, I want you to watch my next video, how to look elegant in summer.